وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم.
Sins are like the highest mountain. My good deeds are very few. They're like a small pebble. I turn to you, my heart full of shame, my eyes full of tears. Bestow your forgiveness and mercy upon me. Ya Allah, send your peace and blessings on the final prophet and his family and companions and those who follow him.
الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. لا إكراه في الدين، قد تبين الرشد من الغي، فمن يكفر بالطاغوت ويؤمن بالله فقد استمسك بالعروة الوثقى لا انفصام لها، والله سميع عليم. الله ولي الذين آمنوا يخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور، والذين كفروا أولياؤهم الطاغوت يخرجونهم من النور إلى الظلمات، أولئك أصحاب النار هم فيها خالدون. ألم تر إلى الذي حاج إبراهيم في ربه أن آتاه الله الملك، إذ قال إبراهيم ربي الذي يحيي ويميت، قال أنا أحيي وأميت. قال إبراهيم فإن الله يأتي بالشمس من المشرق فأت بها من المغرب، فبهت الذي كفر والله لا يهدي القوم الظالمين. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. يا أيها الذين آمنوا أطيعوا الله ورسوله ولا تولوا عنه وأنتم تسمعون ولا تكونوا كالذين قالوا سمعنا وهم لا يسمعون إن شر الدواب عند الله الصم البكم الذين لا يعقلون ولو علم الله فيهم خيرا لأسمعهم ولو أسمعهم لتولوا وهم معرضون يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم واعلموا أن الله يحول بين المرء وقلبه وأنه إليه تحشرون واتقوا فتنة لا تصيبن الذين ظلموا منكم خاصة واعلموا أن الله شديد العقاب. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
Tore down the old walls to build hearts strong. The shepherd of the
angels flock to guide them along. I just can't understand why we carve lines in the sand. All the towers and walls we build to hide the ghosts of hope we've killed.
Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. أقسمت بالحليم الواسع العليم القاهر العظيم في قلبي حب رسول الله. صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. 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 صلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم.
That's fine. Good to see you. Thank you. Everyone will say something about this gathering. Your opinion on this gathering. Should we continue this kind of gathering? This is Interfaith organization, and I really thank you again for coming. So I would like to ask either one of you to volunteer before I ask my name.
Well, I just want to say I'm really happy to see everyone here, some new faces and some folks that I've seen in Hamtramck before. I've been involved in one way or another in this interfaith group since its very beginning, and been impressed with the work that it does, and it's very important for Hamtramck. It's important for Hamtramck for the various groups, religious groups in Hamtramck to get together, but also for us to connect with people across our borders and across the whole region and the whole area. So I commend the Common Word Alliance for its work over the last several years, and wish it many more years of success. And I hope I'll see everybody here at this table and some new faces next time too.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I would like to just say that I especially appreciated the opportunity to be present when people were at prayer. I don't have a lot of experience with the prayer traditions, and I love the chanting, and I wish that I had known everything that was being said, but I felt so much of what was being said, and that particularly is very meaningful to me, to be able to be present when people are at prayer. I found that to be especially nice. And of course the wonderful and generous meal.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Prayer also affected me a lot. It felt familiar. When I pray with what I think feels like similar spirit, similar intensity, and I try to go to a similar place. So it was very nice. The conversations I've been having with all these different people, this is wonderful. You said, when are we going to do this? I'll come back next week. You tell me, when we're doing this, Ari, and I'm here. This is wonderful.
Thank you, Mrs.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Well, I want to thank you very, very, very much, Arif, and the entire community here. So generous. Everybody has been so friendly since we came and sat down. People have been coming by and saying hello and welcoming us here, and the food, and I feel bad to eat because I would rather that you guys who are fasting all the time, you should be sitting here and eating. But thank you very, very much for sharing the bounty, the abundance, and come to the synagogue too. And I also would like to say we'll come back anytime.
But I have to say something. As children of Abraham, Christian, Muslim, and Jews, we have the custom of hospitality. You know, Abraham was the first one that met the stranger. He didn't ask, what do you believe? From where did you come? Or what do you do? He saw them, they were tired and hungry. He washed their feet and he fed them and all of this, and everybody was happy. I hope, regardless to what everybody individually, believe, we'll learn to respect each other for what he is, not for what he thinks. That's the most important thing, and we can live in harmony all the time.
I too want to add my thanks to those who have already expressed their gratitude for your hospitality. Someone once said, it happened to be a rabbi, he said, he prayed that all might be one, that all may be one. And that's become a storyline for many people here who take time to get to know and understand and appreciate each other. So on August the 11th, there's an interfaith picnic at Belle Isle.
Thank you.
At the famous Belle Isle Park, Jefferson and East Grand Boulevard, from 12 o'clock on. So please come. Ramadan will be over, so you can have your halal food. Sunday, August the 11th, the second Sunday of August, Rabbi Doreen and Reverend Caspo, the unification of Reverend Tom there, among others.
The CWA too is sponsoring, and there'll be things for adults and children and fun, and just coming, and lots of good food. So come.
Well, one thing I can say that it's a good thing that we all are here, because we all supposed to be one person. Everybody made from one. And it's good that we all are here celebrating for my friend that has started out. He's the president of it and asked me to be the vice president. I thank him for that. But I want you to know we all are people of one person. And he loves us all. We all are loved by God. And God loved us. And we to do what God say for us to do. And that is to do the right thing. And keep on doing right by each other. Don't fall out with each other. Don't want to fight each other. Don't want to steal from each other. Don't want to kill each other. But love each other. And that's what God is. God is love. God is love. And since God is so much love, let us love each other like God say for us to love. I don't want to talk too much else. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm happy in the Lord. I'm happy in God.
I always feel welcome at these. Every time he says, thank you for coming, thank you for coming. And what he doesn't understand is I like coming to these. Not only is it always very hospitable, and this is no exception, this is very hospitable here too. I think it's very important from the policing perspective to have all the various faiths and everyone together here, because together you really can do a lot to help the community. Everyone, for example, if something does happen in the community, this is an outlet for me to come to and ask the respective faiths to go to the various their flocks and help get whatever is necessary to get resolved. So, as always, thank you for having me here. I will continue to support this organization, and once again, thank you for your hospitality, because it's wonderful as always.
Well, I'm just so pleased and honored to be invited to your event here and represent Waterford in this way, in our Waterford Ministerial Association, and also the Hospitality Initiative that recognizes that we all have hospitality in our traditions, and it's those things that unite us that are the important things. So I really am appreciative that you've invited me, and I've just felt so welcome from the time that I've walked in the door. And so this is a wonderful thing. I think that as we share our faiths and see the divinity past our faiths in each other, that we can enhance each other's traditions, enhance each other's faith, and enhance each other's faith in humanity. So, thank you.
I don't have so much of a connection to Hamtramck, although it reminded me as I drove into Hamtramck, you know, United States is called a melting pot. Seems like Hamtramck is a melting pot of the melting pot, you know, and the different races, nationalities, religions that are located here. It's a small community. It's a perfect model, really, for creating one family under God. You know, it seems like we can do it here, and be an example elsewhere. So that's my inspiration.
Yes, my name is Imam Abdul Latif Azom. I'm an Imam for Islamic Center of North Detroit, Masjid Al Falah, 12500 McDougall. I'm welcoming all of you by the verse from the Holy Quran. قل يا أهل الكتاب تعالوا إلى كلمة سواء بيننا وبينكم ألا نعبد إلا الله. All people of the book, come together. Come together in issues where it's common between us. And one of the common issue, all of us, we worship God Almighty. This is one. Other thing, as we eat from the same grocery store, same container we take rice, same milk we drink, our children and your children, we together we do everything. And so there was, let us be, we cannot be 100% agree with everything, but common things let us together. As Mayor Kerm Majeski and then other people, those who live in over here, they will be witnesses in many difficult time. We had to, I'm over here in this community 17 years, and these people and her, and before even when Mayor Gary Zich was here, he used to come, and sometime when snowing, heavy snowing night, without giving any information, he used to come and clean up our parking lot in order to people come to pray on Ramadan. So, and then we don't have a parking lot, but he went to the church we bought it now, Father Wesley, and he gave him key and said, let them as many days they want to use, continuously they can use the parking. So many things we have common neighbor, and we have a security problem. Mayor Majeski, she is a witness. She came, and many other people, Father Bogdan, and Father Bogdan was we met many times in him in PS Institute. We met also in ambassador came from Poland at that time. Many things we did together. Even Adhan prayer call, we get really actual vote we get from other faith, from Christian and the Jewish people. They voted for us, then even more than Muslim. So that is one of the things. So let us be together for the common goal, and then we can make a difference in this community. Because we have a multi-cultural, multi-religious, multi-size, multi-color, everything is multi, but collectively we can do many things. Collectively we are force, individually we are nothing. Thank you very much.
Well, first off, I just want to thank you for inviting us. We're a very small community, but it's very happy to be invited by your neighbors to come and participate in something like this. With a community as diverse as this, it's very easy to get bogged down in our differences. Obviously, dress a little different. It can be a little intimidating just to even say hello. And I think opportunities like this to come together and just see that, we're all very similar. We all share the same basic principles. People are good inherently. So this is an opportunity for us to see that and just open up the doors and open up the means to communicate with one another. So I thank you for that, and I hope that we continue to be a good neighbor, and whenever we can, we will be there.
My name is Reverend Dharma, called Dharma Nanda. I'm on behalf of Buddhist Council of America. I'm just a couple blocks down from here, McDougall Street. And my brother, the Arif, actually he brought me over here. And it is magnificent and enthusiastic because of the most important thing is our honorable mayor, honorable judge, and the chief, and then all the clergy get together here. So what I emphasize that our Muslim brother, they are very united, and they have a very good vision to unite it together. And I appreciate that our Muslim brother, they actually call everybody. So they invite us and give us open the heart. So this is very appreciated. And also the one theme is that we all sit together, eat together, think together, and act together. So this is the most everybody's vision: sit together, eat together, think together, and act together. Something better for our future. So appreciate and thank you very much.
Just recently, I heard a sentence: "Fences makes better neighbors." And I think that what we're doing here is we're destroying the fences in order to create a new type of community made of different people from different religious background, ethnic background, nationality. And this is something that is very positive for us here, but also for the rest of the world. So this is one thing. And second, I have great admiration for you, Arif, because you have such a great skills to bring people of different origin, ethnicity together and treat us with a dinner, with meetings, with opportunity to mingle with each other. And again, this is a great form of building a community, new community. And for this, I'm very thankful to you and all those who also are supporting you. It is, great movement that you are, promoting here. So, thank you. Thank you.
Arif has been asking me to come to one of these meetings for a long time now, and most of the time my schedule, I've been able to do that. And so he contacted me last week and said, I've been putting this off for so long, I have to make a point to clear everything else to get here. So I was able to clear some things to be able to come here tonight, and it's been a wonderful event. So thank you and to everybody else for inviting me here today. It's been a great experience. I've lived in this town my entire life, and I've seen the different peoples and ethnicities and religions come and go. But unless we get together for things like this, we won't really truly understand each other. We won't truly understand our needs and our wants and our desires. And it makes it easier to resolve issues and problems and things if we get together and have these types of things so we're friends ahead of time before we have to start resolving problems. And it's a great thing that you do. I wish that you keep this up. I hope you invite me back many, many more times. And I thank you for the opportunity. When I first walked in, even though it's a simple building, I felt very spiritual in here. It felt very welcoming. The people were very welcoming. And it's just a great event and a great experience here, and I thank you for that.
Well, I guess I may be one of the oldest people here.
Yes, sir.
When I was growing up in Hamtramck 70 years ago, or more, it had a certain character, and I feel at home here tonight. Because one of the things, about 200 years ago, people went out and they invented the idea of religion. But before that, the idea of religion, such a thing as religion, never existed in people's minds. And we still had that in Hamtramck here. Religion was not the word we used. You went to church, what you ate at home, what you spoke at home, your relations with your neighbor, idea of custom and honor, love of God, all of those things were all part of a single continuum, a fabric. And now, of course, we've separated out religion. It's some list of things that you believe, it's a personal thing without community. And one of the things I feel here is the days of my childhood, back in the 1940s, that we've created here. And one of the things that we have to do is keep it up. And this time it's not, of course, a single face, but a variety of faces. But we can, in events like this, begin to recreate it. Recreate that fabric of community in which any religious faith has to be rooted. And I thank you very much for inviting me.
I would like to thank you all again, and we talk about golden rule, which is love God, love neighbor. How can you love God if you don't know about God? Our responsibility, clergies, you took this obligation on you to express to the human what the God is and who do they believe to. love God, love neighbor. How can I love my neighbor if I don't know neighbor? People live in this town for so many years, even more than 10 years. I can witness that they don't know their neighbor next door. That is shame on them. We have to communicate somehow. But to avoid some hatred among us, we need to learn about each other, how to work together, to greet your neighbor once, twice, thrice, but greet him until he answers to you. Make him tired of it, he will answer. So make communication among him, so you will love him, he will love you, and based on communication. Then talk about some projects. At least cleaning up backyards, yards. If someone is disabled, I will clean voluntarily his property. But I, again, thank you very much. And this dinner, this gathering is sponsored by Common World Alliance and this mosque, Islamic Center of Hamtramck, in partnering with the community member, Khalil Rafai. And I thank him and his family that they put effort in this dinner as well. And thank you again, and we'll all be invited and judge as well. Honorable
Yes.
Judge, I thank you especially, and Father Bogdan will never forget about you, even if you leave from the team, you are in our hearts and tonight with us. Thank you, Father.
I will invite you to Warren too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We will come, and I'll bring all of them.
I will give you a chance to preach in my church.
No, thank you. And one more time, I would like to make an announcement what Imam Abdul Latif asked me to make this annual gathering, and next year on the same 20th day of Ramadan in his mosque on McDougall and Halleck. I would like to thank this community and Imam Yasser for hosting us, and thank you very much.
أنا سعيد جدا بمعرفتكم.
Okay, I am extremely happy to meet all of you.
أشكرك. والله تعالى قال في قرآننا يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا.
And Allah says in the Quran, O mankind, we created you from a male and a female. لتعارفوا, so that you may know one another.
Making different tribes and nations.
Yeah, we made it into tribes and nations so that you may know one another and get,
وقال الله تعالى لا إكراه في الدين.
And God says in the Quran also, there is no compulsion in religion.
ورسولنا صلى الله عليه وسلم زار جاره اليهودي.
And the Prophet Muhammad many times would visit, he had one of his neighbors who was Jewish, and he would visit them often.
وقال
when they were sick.
وقال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم ما زال جبريل يوصيني بالجار حتى ظننت أنه سيورثه.
And one of the sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, he said that the angel Gabriel would come and insist on doing good to the neighbor to the extent that I thought that he was going to tell me that he would be an inheritor. So when he died, the neighbor would inherit from his neighbor. That's how much continuously angel Gabriel would come and tell the Prophet Muhammad, your neighbor, beware of your neighbor, treat your neighbor good, etc., etc.
أنا أشكركم مرة ثانية وأنا آسف جدا لأني لا أجيد اللغة الإنجليزية وكنت أرغب أن أتكلم مع كل واحد فرديا.
I am extremely sorry. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm extremely sorry that I do not speak the English language, because I would have loved to speak to you individually, one by one. And I apologize on behalf of the masjid. He said, the masjid is always open for all of you. Anytime you want to come, you're more than welcome. And I would like to apologize once again to the people who are vegetarians. We didn't know. Hopefully next time, we'll have something, not meat.
I didn't go hungry.
We'll make rice and salad again. Inshallah.
عصيت والذنب كبير وإني في حزني أسير مقيد بذنبي يا رب فهل أستحق يا إلهي العفو مجرما مقر بالذنوب يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي أنت الذي خلقتني رحمتني ورزقتني دوما يا رب قد كنت معي، لكنني نأيت عنك نسيت ما قد كان لك وسرت في طريق يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. أنت الذي خلقتني رحمتني ورزقتني دوما يا رب قد كنت معي، لكنني نأيت عنك نسيت ما قد كان لك وسرت في طريق يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي يا إلهي. واليوم يا ربي أعود من ظلمة خلف الحدود، فالقلب منكسر وطرفي حائر، وأنا الغريق فلا أرى إلا سواك لمنقذا لا من جوى